closing up with your namesake, Showtime, on Showtime this weekend. Primetime.
He's so fun to watch.
Yeah, Chris Colbert. Stepping in, Hector Luis Garcia.
Yes,
is the guy.
I got a chance to see him at Salas. Everybody trains at Salas.
I was gonna say, and I actually saw the interview, FightHype.com, of course. That dude looks like serious business. He's pretty.
He's tall.
He's a pretty sturdy looking character.
Yeah, but I don't. Colbert, pretty fun skill. It just
of course.
Sometimes to casual fans, the guys we deem as skilled, they like the bangers. But Colbert is a guy who's skilled, but I think even casual people, the way he lets his hands goes and the flair to his style, the way he slips shots and comes back with combinations, he's really fun to watch. I really love watching Chris Colbert fight.
Definitely say what you said earlier about Teofimo Lopez. Boxing needs guys like Chris Colbert prime time. And I was thinking about this earlier, not earlier today, but I was watching a special that they have on Deion Sanders. I believe it's on HBO Max. And he just was a smooth criminal. Yeah. Even you can tell that he's been himself forever. Yeah. And the funny thing about it is when it's the first time, it's something fresh and it's new, i.e. Muhammad Ali, i.e. primetime Deion Sanders. Everybody gravitates towards it. Everybody loves it. And then you get a guy like Chris Colbert and everybody's like, oh, he's trying to be such and such. Chris Colbert is prime time. Yeah. He just happens to be the next prime time. But that dude is explosive. He's electric. He is very entertaining. And I have no clue what you're talking about.
He's got Brooklyn on his back, baby.
He's got Brooklyn on his back, apparently. And I love to watch Chris Colbert. Yeah. I really do.
I mean, that's out here this weekend, but
you going?
If Shawn's going,
I'm going. You're referencing this Shawn,
of course, the only Shawn. Yeah. And I'll be honest. I think Chris Colbert. I wish it was still fighting for the title against Gutierrez, but of course, whatever. But the undercard actually might be almost more exciting. You have Gary Antoine Russell against Victor Postol. Which Postol?
Hell of a fight.
Is he the same Victor Postol we saw, fight guys like Bud? Of course not. But
it's a measuring stick.
Absolutely.
This guy went 12 with the best. Yeah. Can you get him out of there? Kind of thing.
I think Gary Antoine's speed is going to be a little bit too much for Victor Postol.
I agree.
Pete Boots Ennis and amateurs.
Yeah, Gary Antoine Russell, you talk about somebody that probably should be getting a little more praise than he is.
Yeah, him and Brandon Lee at 140. Yeah, that's the future. Just like we talk about Boots and Virgil at 47, at 140, it's probably Brandon Lee and Gary Antoine Russell.
Yeah, what do you think about Gary Antoine just overall from what you've seen of him? He had a knockout win last time we saw him.
Yeah, his explosiveness, and I think it's kind of like his ability to. It's like everything he's got in his corner. It's like it all goes in the ring and right before him. It's all happening. You know what I mean? So. As the maturation of his life is supposed to be, he's exactly where he is right now, where he's supposed to be. You talk about, you saying, hey, he doesn't get as much praise or as much love as Boots is getting right now.
I didn't mean Boots specifically, just other fighters.
Oh, carry on. I think that it's only a matter of time. For
you think
Gary Antoine.
You think this could be maybe like kind of a showcase performance? I mean, if you knock out Victor Postol,
yeah, it has to be for him.
Fashion.
Yeah, it has to be. And those guys, man, the Russell brothers. The thing about them is like they there's no mercy button for them. You know what I mean? So I don't expect this fight to go the distance.
Yeah. And then Jerome Cajas.
Just for Colbert one more time,
go ahead.
Man.
Yeah.
When I was out in Brooklyn, first. Getting to cover fights, Danny Garcia knocking out, along with Bernard Hopkins, my other favorite fighter ever, Eric Morales, killed him, ended his career with a left hook. Little young Chris Colbert was in the audience in the Barclays, and everybody, all the trainers that were at the fights, they go, oh, you interview fighters? He goes, you need to interview him. This is Lil B-Hop, and Bernard's my favorite fighter, and I'm like, why did they call him Lil B-Hop? They go, fights like him, blah, blah, blah. But he was like a legend in the boxing circles in Brooklyn as a little teenager. Like not a 16, 17, 18-year-old, as a 13, 12, 14-year-old. So he's got Brooklyn on his back. So I'm hoping Chris Colbert can live up to that original name bestowed upon him, Little B-Hop. So
I intend to I hate that I started it, but I started it. So I intend to at some point do some seminars and things like that. He is someone I would pull into a seminar. Show these guys what you did to market yourself. Show these guys what you did to promote yourself. A lot of fighters think that it's the promoter's job. It is the promoter's job to promote the fight. It's your job to promote yourself. He's done a fantastic job of doing that. Like you said, way back, I remember being at the Barclays. I'm like, yo, who is this little dude? And he's talking such a good game and telling you that he can do this and do that. And it's like, you just tired of seeing him. But then once you see him actually working, hitting the speed back without looking at it, you know what I mean? We can all do that, but it's just something that's a little different when it's prime time, you know what I mean? So I'm a big Chris Colbert fan. I can't wait for the fight Saturday.
I think
I'll probably be there.
I think a big performance would be nice. Would be nice for him.
So now Carson's going. Yeah. And Ant's going.
I think maybe a knock. I think a knockout would be nice for Chris Colbert in this fight. Like I said, the dude, like he looks serious, but like the King Tug fight, he did really well, but it wasn't like it didn't match. You keep mentioning like the flair, the talking, and he's great at that. Mm-hmm. And he needs like a performance like this, you know, headlining the fight, just knockout win, say something crazy in the post.
There's questions regarding his power.
Yeah.
Because in King Tug, he hit King Tug with everything.
Yeah. And King Tug's sturdy guy, but yeah, let's see if you can get a statement win that I mentioned earlier. One of the longest reigning champs on Cajas is the third fight on that.
Oh yeah.
Gonna be a good. He's had his title since 2016.
Yeah.
on Cajas.
Great left hand.
Yeah.
Always has that great
He's also-
Filipino left hand.
What's that weight?
He is at
18, I believe.
I think he's at 15.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Because him and Sorung Visai were supposed to unify all those years and never did. And
He's at 15. I also think his nickname is Pretty
these
Boy.
things, man.
How do you go with the nickname Pretty Boy?
That's Floyd.
Yeah. Floyd passed it down on Cajas. Is that what you're telling me? But he's a fun fighter to watch. I think that is going to be an action-packed evening. I think it's at the Cosmopolitan.
Okay.
Which is
I felt like it was at
nice
the park,
venue.
even though it's not. It feels like that should be at the park. Shouldn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's weird. You're right, because that's what I've been seeing in my mind. Like I'm like, I'll be
now
there.
am I lying? Is it not at the Cosmopolitan?
No, it probably is, but I'm just saying this should
Nice
be at
venue.
the park.
What's up? I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Ant. Follow me on IG with 2 T's. Let's do it. Let's do it again.
All right, just introduce yourself.
Okay.
And then you tell them what to do. I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Anthony Brenagh.
Carson Merk. Like, subscribe, comment.
This is the Porter Way.